Hey everyone, it is Tuesday, and today we are going to start learning something new in math. All right, so right now I want you to get out your math packet and turn to page 351. All right, your page should look like this. It should be the very first page of your packet. We are going to learn all about money and time. All right. So before we get started, I have a little poem that I want to read to you guys. All right. And this goes with the picture. So as you're looking at the picture, or as I'm reading, I want you to look at the picture and see if you can find the toy that I named in the poem. All right, here we go. Let's go to the party store. We'll pick out hats, balloons, and more. That pointy purple hat costs a nickel. It has a feather that can tickle. That piñata has a 9-cent tag. It has a tail that can wag. Do you have 7 cents with you? Then you can buy some big balloons. For 10 cents, there's a plane that flies. You can give it as a prize. Let's hurry up. It's time to choose. Let's take out the coins we need to use. The clock is running. It says tick-tock. Tick-tock, it says it's 4 o'clock. How many pennies, nickels, and dimes? Hurry up, it's party time. I hope you guys found all of the toys that I said in the poem. Now, before we get going, I want you to look at your picture and I want to see what toy you would buy. I think I would buy the mask. But do you guys know the toy that you picked, how many cents you would need? How would you make that? Well, if you don't, we are going to learn right now. Okay? So do you remember when we did our social studies unit and we talked about the presidents and some of the coins? We did that wet coin experiment and we dropped water on the coins. Well, today we're going to review what coins they are and how much they are worth. Okay, let's get started. This is a penny, all right? And who is on that penny? On that penny is Abraham Lincoln. And if you look at the back of it, that is a picture of the outside of Lincoln Memorial. If you have a penny at home, you can take it out right now and look at it. Okay? So now that we know, and if you look here, the penny is brown. It's different from all the rest of the coins. So now I'm going to pull out a nickel. This is a nickel, and on the nickel, it has Thomas Jefferson. Now, if you look, the penny is a bit smaller than the nickel. See that? And there's 2 different presidents on there. And if you flip this over, I'll have another picture on it, and this is actually a house that Thomas Jefferson designed, and it is called Monticello. And a nickel. So now we're going to learn how much each of them are worth. So a penny is actually 1 cent. And here is the word cent. That's how we know how much it is. And then the nickel is actually worth 5 cents. Okay, so before we move on, we're going to try to practice counting some pennies. Now, I have some pennies here. And when we count, do we count things like this? No, we actually have to put them in order, in a line. So that way we know how many there are. So, remember what I said, a penny is worth 1 cent. So to count pennies, we have to count by ones. So let's count these right now. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 pennies. So that means I have 7 cents. There's a cent, but this is actually a cent sign right here. So 7 cents. So when you see this little C that has a line down it, it means cents. Okay, I'm going to write it right up here so you guys remember. So this little sign is equal to cents. Okay, so now I am going to take some away and you guys count. So pause the video right now and count the ones that I have. All right, how many pennies do I have? I have 5 pennies, so that is equal to 5 cents. Awesome, you guys are great. So before I move on here, didn't we talk about a coin that is worth 5 cents? We did. Remember? It is the nickel. Remember, Thomas Jefferson is on the nickel, and on the back is the picture or the house he designed. And this is worth 5 cents right here. So I'm going to put an equal sign right here so you guys can kind of know. 1 nickel is the same as 5 pennies. And that's equal to 5 cents. How cool is that? So now I'm going to take these away and we're going to have some nickels here. I'm going to put some nickels out and I'm going to show you guys how to count nickels, okay? So right here, remember, I put them in a line. So let's see how many cents I have with 5 nickels. Now, to count nickels, you have to count them by 5s. So let's count them by 5s right now. Ready? 5, 10, 15. I have right here is 15 cents altogether. 5, 10, 15. All right. So now that I've showed you guys how to count them, I am going to put some more out for you and see if you can count these. Remember, when you count nickels, you have to count them by 5s. Okay. So now you count them right now. Pause the video and count the 6 nickels that I have out for you. All right, let's see. Let's count them together to see if you guys got the same answer as I did. Ready? Let's count them. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I have 30 cents right there. How cool is that? So, now we're going to practice counting. We're going to mix the nickels and the coins together, and we're going to try counting those out now. Okay? Let's see here. Oh, I'm going to make it kind of hard. All right. Now that I have them combined, so you always want to put the biggest coin or the biggest number first. So we know that a penny is worth 1 and a nickel is worth 5. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to write the number down below. So that way, in your math packet today, you're going to do 353. And you guys are going to have to practice counting money. All right? So we're going to try to do this. Okay? So here is my coins here, right? So right here, the nickel is worth how many cents? 5. So I'm going to put a 5 down below it. Okay. And then after 5, we know a nickel or a penny is worth 1. So 5 plus 1 is 6, right? And then after 6 plus 1 is 7. And after 7 plus 1 is 8. So look, I could count them like this. 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 cents. Isn't that so cool? Now, I'm going to give you guys a try, okay? I'm going to put some coins out and you try counting them, okay? All right. I'm going to make this hard. Or no, I'll make it kind of easy, I guess. I won't make it too hard. Okay. So, now I want you to pause the video and try to see how many cents there are that I have right here. All right, so let's see here. A nickel is worth 5, right? So 5. Another nickel is 5, so let's count by 5. So 5, 10. I have 10 down below. All right. Then how much is this? 10 plus 1 is 11. And then 11 plus 1 more is 12. So altogether, I have 12 cents. That is so cool. So that's what you're going to do on page 353 and 354. You have to add up nickels and pennies together. I think we're going to do one more to help you guys practice, and then you can do that page on your own. Okay? Let me see here. I'm going to make this one difficult this time. Okay? Ooh. And look at how I grouped them. Are they grouped right? No. Okay. Let's get these all in line so that way we can count them easier. All right. They're all in a line. So now, pause the video and count them. I have 4 nickels and 4 pennies. Count them. Pause the video. All right. Let's see how many there are. So, we know that a nickel is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. So 5, 10. If I count by 5s, that's another 15. 5, 10, 15. There's 20. Oh, and then it goes to my pennies. So 20 plus 1, 21. Next one is 22. After that, 23. After that is 24. 24 cents I have. And I did that by counting by 5s until I hit the last one. And then I started counting by ones when I hit the pennies. So let's try that. I'm going to do it again so you guys can kind of see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. See? So cool. So now it's your turn to do that with your math packet. So how you do your worksheet is you're going to count the coins that are on the page and then write them down below, just like how I was doing, okay? And then you have to write, you know how I write the total on the side? You have to write the total inside the pig, okay? You don't need to do question number 4, but you have to do the rest of them, all right? Good luck. All right, so now parents, you can get out money at any time and have them count just for extra practice. All right, I know this is a lot of information and it can be a little overwhelming if it's their first time ever counting money. Please review the video if you need to come and check. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me either by phone, by text message, or by email. Have a good day. Bye. So right now, I want you to pause the video and do that sheet, all right? And then tomorrow, come back on and finish the rest of this video, because then I'm going to talk about pages 355 and 356, okay? All right, so now we're going to talk about pages 355 and 356. But before we get started, I want to review with you, okay? So, let's see here. Who is on this penny? You're right, it's Abraham Lincoln. Who or how much is a penny worth? You're awesome. It is 1 cent. Now, who is on the nickel? You're right. It is Thomas Jefferson. And how much is a nickel worth? Awesome, awesome. 5 cents. So now I'm going to show you another coin. Now this small one, it looks like it's the smallest out of all the nickels, or out of all the coins that we have so far. And this is called a dime, all right? A dime is worth 10 cents. And on the dime, you can see here, this is Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And on the back, you see, it's a torch with some olive branches on it. So cool. So cool. All right, and it is the same color. It's silver, just like the nickel. All right, so now we're going to show you something with the dime. So I said the dime is worth 10 cents. But did you also know that 2 nickels together, if we count them by 5s, let's see, 5, 10. Ah! So 2 nickels is equal to 10 cents. And this one, a dime, is 10 cents. Isn't that cool? And you know what? If we had 10 pennies, that would also be 10 cents. Let's see. I'm going to get out 10 cents right here. I'm going to take this one away. And we're going to get 10 cents out. There's 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 9, 10. Look. So 1 dime is 10 cents. And look at all these pennies. These 10 pennies right here. They're 10 cents as well. Isn't that cool? That is so cool. I love doing money and math with you guys. Counting dimes here. So I said a dime is worth 10 cents here, right? So when I get out dimes, I know that we would have to count by tens, okay? So let's see how many cents I have right here by counting these dimes. Remember, we are counting by tens, all right? Let's count them. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So right now, I have 60 cents. How cool? How cool is that? So now, right now, I am going to put some more dimes out here, and I want you to count them. So pause this video right now and count the dimes. How many dimes do I have? All right, now that you have your answer, let's count them to see if you have the same answer as I do. Ready? So remember, we count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I have 80 cents right now. So cool. So, so cool. So, now, remember how I said that when we group coins together, or when we count, we have to group the same coins together? So right now, I have some coins right here. And you always want to group the same kind together, right? So we have the dimes together. We have the nickels together. And now we have the pennies together. So now, I'm going to show you how to count them. I'm going to put little lines down below, so that way you can see. All right, so we know that the first coin is 10 cents, right? So 10 plus another 10, if we count by tens, that would be 20. Oh, but see, now I can't count back by tens anymore. I have to count by 5. So 20 plus 5 is 25. And then I have to count by 5s again. So 25 plus 5. So if I count by 5s, 20, 10, 20, or 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that's 30. And now I have 1 cent. So now I have to count back to 1. So 30 plus 1 is 31. And then 31 plus 1 is 32. So altogether, I have 32 cents. Awesome. Okay. Now I'm going to give you guys an easy one, because that's kind of hard trying to do all 3 together. Okay. Now, so let's see here. I'm going to make it kind of easy. All right. So I grouped them together for you. So I have a dime, a nickel, and 2 pennies. So right now, I want you to add these up. Okay? Pause the video, and I'll tell you the answer in a little bit. Okay, so now that you have your answer, let's count. So we know that a nickel is 10, or a dime. This is a dime, guys. A dime is 10 cents. So 10. But look, I don't have another dime. So now I can't count by tens anymore. I have to count by 5. So 10 plus 5, right? 10 plus 5 is 15. Or if you want to count by 5s, 5, 10, 15. So that's how you can add that. So now I don't have another nickel. So now I have to count by ones, because we know that a penny is worth 1 cent. So 15 plus 1 is 16. 16 plus 1 is 17. So all together, I have 17 cents. Did you guys get that as your answer? I hope so. All right. Now I'm going to make it a little difficult. Okay, I'm going to give you a new one. Ooh. This time I'm only going to use 2 coins. So I have 4 dimes and a penny. Let's see if you guys can add this up. Pause the video to add these up. All right, now that you have added them, let's try to do it together. So we know that a dime is worth 10 cents. So 10, and look, I have all my dimes together. So we're going to count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40. So now I have to add 1. 10, 20, 30, 40. 40 plus 1 is 41. I have 41 cents. How cool, how cool. So now that we've practiced, it's your turn to practice, all right? You get out your worksheet. It's page 355 and 356. Do these 2 pages and then come back on to the video tomorrow so you can know what you're going to do for the next 2 pages. So how you do your worksheet is you're going to count the coins that are on the page and then write them down below, just like how I was doing, okay? And then you have to write, you know how I write the total on the side? You have to write the total inside the pig, okay? On page 355 and 356, you do not need to do question number 4, but you have to do the rest of them. All right, so now that you're done with that worksheet, you can go on to the online website that I gave your parents and you can play a money game. How awesome is that? All right, good luck, friends. Bye. All right, so now this page 357 and 358, might be a little challenging. So we're going to review first before we do this page, okay? And I'm going to teach you a new coin, all right? So let's see here. The penny has Abraham Lincoln on it, right? And it is worth 1 cent. And then we have the nickel. The nickel has Thomas Jefferson on it. And it is worth 5 cents, right? And then we have the dime, which has Franklin Delano Roosevelt on it. And this is worth 10 cents. So now we're going to see the biggest coin of the 4. And this one is the quarter. Now, a quarter has George Washington on it. You remember? George Washington was the very first president. And then on the back, some of them have an eagle on it. Or, see, this one represents a state. They have states on the back. So this one has, you can see it here. This one is, oh, there. This one is from South Dakota. It has the South Dakota state on it, and it has all the 4 presidents. And look, here's all the 4 presidents. We have Thomas Jefferson, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, George Washington, and Abraham Lincoln. So, as I said, this quarter is worth 25 cents. Okay? So that is something that you have to remember. 25 cents. Okay? And look, if you see up here, I kind of have my little cheat sheet up here for you. 25. Quarter is equal to 25. Dime is equal to 10. Nickel is equal to 5. Penny is equal to 1. So now we're going to practice counting using a quarter. Okay? So I have a pattern, or I have the coins ready for you. Let's see. I'll do this with you, okay? So, I have my quarter. I know quarter is worth 25. So, right next to it, I have a penny. So, 25 plus 1 is 26. 26 plus 1 is 27. 27 plus 1 is 28. So, altogether, I have 28 cents. Whew! That was a little challenging, wasn't it? So now, I'm going to give you another one. And let's see if you can count them. Okay? All right. There you go. Pause the video and add these up for me. All right, so now that you've added them up, let's see if we get the right answer. Okay, so we know that a quarter is 25 cents, 1 quarter. So 25 plus 1 is 26. 26 plus 1 is 27. 27 plus 1 is 28. Then 29, 30, 31, 32. 32 cents. Let's check it. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 32 cents. How awesome. We counted. All right. So now I want you to pause the video, do page 357 and 358. Remember, you have to write the numbers down below each coin, and then this time, instead of a pig, you have to put the cents inside that little purse, the total, like how I've been doing, okay? And then let's see here. Yeah, and that's it. And then make sure you do numbers 8, 9, and 10. That's critical thinking. It might be a little challenging for you, but if you need help, you can ask your moms and dads, and you can get out your own coins to practice counting those too. Okay. All right. So now, after you get done with the worksheet, you are going to practice counting money with your parents. So parents, get out some money for them to practice counting right now. Let them do it 6 or 7 times, and if they get it right, that'd be great. They can be done for the day. All right. So now we're going to do page 359 and 360. All right, but before we get started, we're going to review. We're just going to review nickels and dimes today. So, a nickel is worth 10 cents, and it has Franklin Delano Roosevelt on it. And then we have a nickel, and it has Thomas Jefferson on it, and it is worth 5 cents. So, let's see here. So I kind of have all these just kind of laying here, but I can't count them. So when we count, we have to sort them out. We have to group them together, okay? So we have to put the nickels together and the dimes together. And then lay them in a line, so that makes it a little bit easier for us. So now I have my dimes first, because you always want to do the biggest amount first, and then go on to the next one. And our nickels are 5 cents. Okay? So, how we count these. I'm going to get the lines ready for you down here. So, we have our dimes ready. So, let's practice counting them. Remember, when we count dimes, we have to count them by tens. All right? And I have 4 of them. So, ready? Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40. So now we have to count by 5s now after this. Because see, look, our next one is a nickel. So 40 plus 5 is 45. So now we can count 45, 50, 55, 60. So now we have 60 cents. How awesome is that? So now it's going to be your turn. Okay. I'm going to get some more out here, and I will sort them for you. Okay. Remember, I have my dimes over here, my nickels over here. All right, so now let's count. You guys count, pause this video right now and you count them. All right, so now we're going to count them together. Let's see if we got the right answer. So I have my dimes over to my left because that's the biggest number. That's how much it's worth. It's 10 cents. Okay, so we're going to write 10, 20, 30. But look, I no longer have a nickel or a dime. So now I have to count by fives. So 30 plus 5 is 35. And then 35, 40. So altogether, I have 40 cents. How cool is that? So now you guys practice doing page 359 and 360. Okay? You have to do the same thing as before. You have to write the numbers down below each coin when you add them up. And this time it's going to be in a purse that you have to write the total amount in. All right? So good luck with that page. All right, so now that you're done with that worksheet, you can go on to the online website that I gave your parents and you can play a money game. How awesome is that? All right? Good luck, friends. Bye. All right, so now we're going to do page 361 and 362. Okay, and this time we're going to do all 4 coins. But before we do that, let's review them, okay? So we have a quarter with George Washington, our very first president on it. It is worth how much? 25 cents. You're right, it's 25 cents. Okay, then the next one. What is that? You're right, it's a dime. Now, how much is it worth? You're right, it's worth 10 cents. Okay, now here's this one. What coin is that? It's our nickel. Who's on the nickel? You're right, it's Thomas Jefferson. Now, how much is it? 5 cents. You're right. Okay, last one. Ooh. This time I hid the president. Who's the president that's on here? You're right. It is Abraham Lincoln. Now, how much is a penny? You're awesome. It's worth, there's it, 1 cent. There's it. So now let's practice. So I have these coins just willy-nilly. And remember, I have to sort them first before I even try to count them. So look, that one's a quarter. Oh, it looks like these are dimes. Here's some nickels. And there's the pennies. Okay. So I have them there. But I don't have them ordered greatest value to least value. So I better switch some things. I know that a quarter is worth 25. A nickel is worth 5 cents. And then the dimes are worth 10 and the penny is worth 1. So to order them from greatest to least, I already have the quarter on the left-hand side, but I need to switch the dimes and the nickels around. So that way we have them in order from greatest to least value. So now we can count them now. So let's see here, get my lines down here ready. All right, so the quarter is 25. And now I have to add 10. 25 plus 10 is 35. 35 plus 10 is 45. Whoops, I have 43. Whoops, 45. Now we gotta count by fives. 45 plus 5 is 50. 50 plus 5 is 55. 55 plus 1 is 56. 56 plus 1 is 57. 57 cents. There it is right there. Okay, so now that I modeled it for you, I'm going to give you one. Right now, I want you to get out some change. So pause the video so you can get out some change for me. Okay, this is what I want you to have. I want you to get out 1 quarter, 3 dimes, 3 nickels, and 1 penny. I want you to count that. Pause the video right now. Count that out. I'm going to get what I just said out, and then we'll see what the answer is. Okay? Good luck. All right. Now I have mine. I have my quarter, my 3 dimes, my 3 nickels, and 1 penny. And remember, you have to sort them from greatest to least. Okay? Get my lines out here. So, if your coins are not like how mine are, you need to get them in order right now. Okay, so we know that the quarter is 25. 25 plus 10 is 35. 35 plus 10 more is 45. 45 plus 10 more is 55. Oh, now we're at the nickels. Now we have to count by fives. 55 plus 5 is 60. 60 plus 5 is 65. 65 plus 5 is 70. 70 plus 1 is 71. So my total is 71 cents. Did you guys get that answer? I sure hope so. So now I want you to do page 361 and 362. You're going to do the same thing as before. You're going to write the number down below to add them up. And then this time you're going to write the total on a price tag. All right? And you can do all of them. All right? So, and if you need any money to help you count them out, then that's fine too. You can get that. All right, so now after you get done with the worksheet, you are going to practice counting money with your parents. So parents, get out some money for them to practice counting right now. Let them do it 6 or 7 times, and if they get it right, that'd be great. They can be done for the day.